Like, yeah, I know, that's what I was really, I was like, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
All right, so this meeting is being recorded and it will be posted on our YouTube. So let's do our roll call. Carrie,
Here.
Amanda,
Here.
Jared,
Here.
Katie's here, Justin,
Here.
and Julie.
Here.
And Bridget is online today. All right. In recognition of visitors, we have a lot in our audience today. Thank you for coming. And then awards, recognition, and correspondence. It is Board Appreciation Month. So for we have all these great goodies and everything, but I just want to say, I think I can speak for the whole board that this is definitely not why we do it. We do it for our community and for the kids, but it's nice to be appreciated. So thank you for all of our gifts from everyone. And then any adjustments to the agenda?
No.
Okay, so we have 2 public comments on non-agenda items. We'll start with Lily.
Stand in the middle or anything?
Wherever you want.
Wherever I want, okay.
All right, my name is Lily Turner and I'm the school body president. Thank you for having me here. December was a fairly short school day month because of all the holidays and the activities that we had. We had Winter Door Wars, which took place in each homeroom class. Kids decorated their doors with Christmas decorations, and Miss Gray's leadership took first place with their Polar Express store. We had 2 field trips. Plant Science went out to Bill Hittner's property on December 3rd and 8th and cut the fir and cedar boughs that we made in that class for FFA to sell. Juniors and seniors went to Fred Wall in Reedsport on December 9th for a career exploration trip. This accompanied the students who are interested in welding and blue-collar jobs. On December 10th, all juniors and 3 seniors took the ASVAB testing. We did our SOCC dual enrollment numbers, and we have 24 students total. 13 are in Miss Gray's College English course, and 11 students are in Mr. Huberbrand's pre-calc course. They will earn 8 credits for the year. Winter term has started for SWOC expanded options students. There are 11 students total, and expanded options is any online or in-person SWOC classes. We do have 1 student traveling. Robotics has had 2 meets, one on December 13th and one on January 10th. December 18th, we had a winter concert that involved middle school and high school choir. And for athletics, boys basketball took the win at the UVC tournament, and the girls have won 10 games and only lost 3 before the league. And as we look forward into January 12th through 16th is Scholarship Week, where Miss Tyler checks in with all the seniors about what scholarships they want to do and what their career path is. Winter Ball is going to be on January 24th from 7 to 9 in the Davenport building. The theme is Under the Northern Lights. And FFA on January 28th is going to District Proficiencies. We're looking forward to this next year and this new month. And I'm just hoping as president to improve that school spirit and just keep everyone in the common order. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Lily.
Good job.
All right, and Annie.
Okay. So first, I came with some treats from middle school home ec. Last week, we made raspberry freezer jam. So we made cupcakes and filled it with raspberry freezer jam, and then on top is a peanut butter buttercream. So Ellie is gonna hand those out. And then in these bags are a little pretzel with a Hershey Kiss and M&M. That's what middle school home ec has been up to.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. And then I also have a thank you from each of the grades. There's a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and also office staff. Everyone signed. So thank you for your service. The second item I have is Myrtle Crest or Maple PTK, sorry, is going to be having a Monte Carlo night on Saturday, January 31st in the Davenport building. Unofficially, the funds are going to be going towards an outdoor, open play structure, behind Maple. So there's some covered area, not a playground, but just a covered area, for PE, for recess, for anyone who needs to use we're pretty small, but we do what we can over there, but it would be nice to have somewhere outside for when it's raining, to have kids be able to go. So that's unofficially, I say unofficially because we don't have a quote or anything, fine, but I think that's probably where the money that will go when we raise on that Saturday. So it is, 21 and over. A full bar. We will have dancing, gambling, but the gambling, since we're a nonprofit, we can't give you money back. So when you come in the door, you'll get 20 tokens, and then each of that is like $1 to bid, and you can buy more if you'd like. So at the end of the night, the 3 people with the most tokens will get one of 3 big baskets that we're going to get. So I would like to invite all of you, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. This is my number on there. I don't love giving my number. Yeah. Someone has to. Huh?
How much are you?
Well, we don't know the cost. So we're assuming it's gonna be somewhere in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. But we don't know exactly. So that is, we will also have a silent dessert auction at that. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you want to get to pay in advance or pay at the door, the Eagles will be bartending. Not the band, but so hope to see you guys there.
Thank you. The consent agenda, I would make a motion for the consent.
I have a question.
Oh, sure.
So I just went through the bills for November and December and looked at the big ticket ones, and there were pretty much 3 that were over $10,000. The ZCS, and then a travel one and a food item one, and I was wondering what the 10,000 for travel was for. It just seems like a lot to state.
That's state travel. So basically what they do is she invoices $10,000. It doesn't go to one specific person. So it goes to wherever whatever the motels we use, et cetera. So it's one big invoice for the $10,000, which they budgeted amount of money.
Okay.
And spent out different directions, like the football team, the volleyball team with the state, cross country.
Yeah.
So
That's the travel just for November, December.
that's only state tournament travel.
Only state.
That's
travel.
only state tournament travel.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that's a budgeted amount for the year, which of course we always.
Oh, for the whole years.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, but it's just, I'm sorry, obviously trying to figure, and it's just charged for one time.
Yes, it's invoiced one time, which opens the ability to pay a variety of different things. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
That was for last year or this year?
This year.
This year. Twice.
Okay, so I would entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda. Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, motion passes. Fiscal overview. Do you have any questions regarding the fiscal overview from Lacey? Okay, moving on. Superintendent report, Steve.
Okay, so next year, 26-27 school year, there's going to be 2 different calendars presented. One starting before Labor Day, starting school on August the 31st. And then the next one starting school on September the 8th, because Labor Day falls on the 7th, which is the last Monday or the first Monday, and happens to be the 7th this year. So if we were to choose starting after Labor Day, we would not get out of school till June the 17th. Last day of school will be June 17th. If we were to go, before Labor Day, the 4 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, prior to Labor Day, and then take a 4-day weekend, not take that Friday off prior to Labor Day, which would give 4-day weekend, would get out on June the 9th. So that, those two will be presented. I will take, send both of those to the union, just so they can look, get their feedback. So that, majority of schools in the area are all starting before Labor Day. Getting out on June the 17th is late. And starts getting into then, because when you start, then you roll back. Then September, or then, Labor Day will roll back to the 1st. So then you end up starting early, early the next year also. Two trains of thought for myself, is we have a seismic going on this summer. If we were to start after Labor Day, we might be done. If we were to start before Labor Day, we're probably not gonna be done. That being said, Maple will deal with that. Individually, we'll do what we have to do. I will work with the contractors. I hope to get the contractors in earlier, than later. So I'm hoping to start construction, on June 1st, not June the 17th this year. So we're working with that, hopefully doing exterior work, outside to start the process, digging the holes, getting the concrete, laid, et cetera. So I'm hoping we can start that, which will hopefully be done in 3 months. You never know. One way or the other, Maple could be going to school in construction. And I'm assuming we will be. So that's just an assumption. So starting on the 8th would give us 1 more week. But on the other hand, it would also get us into the middle of September, and I don't really, and I didn't want to bring the other 2 schools into that situation. So, like I said, I have the calendars. I'm gonna send those out probably next week to everybody to get a look at. There are still appeals. The calendar's exactly the same at this point in time. And until we want to start considering, the half-day Fridays rather than the PLC days. So that can't be done until negotiations anyway. That would be something that's got to work with the negotiations. It can't be done. It cannot just be done, without union consent. So that's restructuring the calendar. So that would be, something down the road. But like I said, next year's would be identical except two different start dates. Okay? And then I'm going to a meeting on 22 weeks from today, for 3 days in Salem. The short session starts on the 26th. So they will start discussing, it's a COSA/OSBA state meeting. So we'll start getting an idea of where we're looking, financially and what the starting, the governor has not come up with the budget yet. Hopefully that'll happen before January the 26th. It may or may not, because everything will hinge on what her actual budget looks like. Okay, that's what I have.
All right, any questions for Steve? Population enrollment?
How much change?
No,
Yeah,
looks like
we were up and down and
we're down 1 from last year.
in the high school, but I asked Mackenzie and 2 of the families moved. So they're just left the area.
Yeah.
And I have one enrolling tomorrow, so now we're even.
Yeah.
I have another one enrolling in 2 weeks.
Well, approved.
Just kind of hold our own.
All right, second reading of policy GCBB/GDDD. Any questions regarding that policy? All right, hearing none, we'll move on. Integrated test management. Is this for insects or kids?
Well, there you go. You have to ask Dan next. This is just the plan.
Yeah.
Is this a state requirement?
Yes,
that we have?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to make a note that the link that it refers to, the ipmnet.org, does not actually work.
Okay.
So, but there is, you can, a roundabout way of finding it on OSU extension.
And we can fix it.
Yeah.
I can fix it. I'll put that link in.
Okay,
It was, we just pulled one that they suggested we use and, put up so that we can get it on our, website, and it has to be adopted by the board, so. But I'll make myself a note to do that, Dan. And
And I assume Dan will be the.
Yeah, he is.
Plan coordinator?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Any questions regarding the pest manager? All right, moving on, SIA, SIA grant agreement. Any questions regarding the SIA grant agreement?
And FYI, this just gives us the ability to spend the money and receive the money.
yes, and we have, after it's been signed by people.
Yeah.
They'll redo it, even though you guys have already.
For the
reviewed it.
second year?
So
Okay.
this one, now that it's signed by Steve and the state, they just require that Lacey have it on here again.
I was looking through it and on page 21, exhibit B, it talks about the progress markers. And I was just wondering if, I mean, I'd be interested in reading, I don't know who writes the progress.
The progress markers, so they were actually written in conjunction with us and the ESD and ODE, like when we first did this, I don't even know what year that was.
Yeah.
And so then you had to set like these long-term goals. It's like LGPF, I don't
Yeah.
know, some acronym.
Yep.
And so they're long-term markers and we're actually hitting them pretty well. I think out of the 5, I think we hit 4 out of the 5 in this last year. So,
Right.
So
I
like
don't-
attendance is one, graduation rates.
and then like third
grade.
reading.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, I mean, I would be interested in reading the grant, progress reports and then the final progress report or the final grant reports, just to see what our progression is. I don't know if it's easy to access them.
Really? They have it all in their special little
Oh,
thing.
really?
I don't know.
But,
Not like.
But if you
the
pull
next
this,
time we work on it, we'd be happy to advise.
yeah,
you.
yeah, we can show
It's
you,
on these
yeah.
smart sheets and then you bring down this little arrow and it's like.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
And then when we post our plan, it's all in our plan when we post it on the website. So
the results of.
every 2 years, we have to reapply. And so we have to go through the whole shebang again. And so we have to post everything on. the
Like
website.
all of the previous year's results.
And like, yes, and community engagement results, so like our surveys and like that we do with
Mhm.
the parents and students and
Yeah.
all that fun stuff, we have to post all the results. It's a giant document.
Okay, and you have to post those on our website?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so I can,
The open mighty can still be on there,
okay.
I was
We
gonna
can
say
look
the
after.
one from
It might be
probably
that
not last year, the year
but I
before.
can't remember if those are on there specifically. Like
Okay.
I, honestly, it's a really long document. I don't remember.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other questions regarding the SIA grant agreement? Okay, hearing none, I will move forward to public comment regarding agenda items. Do we have any? Okay. Action items, 10.1, adoption of the updates of policy GCBD slash GBD, GDBD.
Say that again.
I make a motion to adopt the updates of policy GCBD/GDBB.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Right, motion passes. Moving on, 10.2, adoption of integrated pest management.
Make a motion to adopt the integrated pest management.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passes. All right, 10.3, acceptance of the SIA grant agreement.
I make a motion to accept the SIA grant agreement.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passes. All right, any upcoming meeting inputs?
Just the calendars
Just the count.
at this point.
There's. Take vote on or decide?
Not the one, March.
Any announcements? All right, good of the order. Let's go, Julie.
I went to the legislative roundtable And I guess I will add another bit of the order after this. Sure how much of a good of the order it is, but it was really interesting. That was last Monday or Tuesday, sorry, with our state legislatures and a lot of other school districts. It seemed like there are three common issues brought up. One, that behavior issues are becoming much more common in K through 4. And that is drawing a lot of teacher energy out of the classroom to deal with those behavior issues rather than teaching. And it seemed like everyone around the room said that over in multiple examples. And then a lot of conversation around SPED funding being capped or being, so whatever the term would be, being capped at 11%. And
Not changing.
yes, and there was conversation, so the legislators were asking, well, what do you want it to be? And people were saying 20%, and that, I wasn't sure what our, I know no one knows this off their top of their head, but what our percentage is for SPED students. There was a lot of conversation about that, and how there's a lot more one-on-one students needed for SPED, and that is taking up a lot of funds, which just makes it really difficult. And then there was a really great presentation by the Bandon principal of the K through 4. The elementary school there got a grant from ODE, the Early Literacy Success Initiative Program, which you guys probably all know about, but me being in like didn't. And it was really great. They got I believe it's a 2-year grant for $100,000 to $150,000, which brought in a lot of, and it was obviously very fully focused on reading, but they brought in outside, not tutors, but teacher, people to work with teachers to
Coaches.
develop, yes. And they had a lot of success. The numbers that she was showing on the board were really impressive. And I thought that was really neat. They were talking a lot about structuring it. Similar to what Alabama, Florida, and Mississippi were doing, where they had 10 years ago been kind of at the bottom of the United States list for academics and are slowly creeping up. So I thought that was really interesting. So that was getting my hands wet in the school doors. So I wanted to share that. But then I also want to say thank you to the FFA students for the nice swag. That was really great. So
Good.
It's one of our only Christmas decorations.
They had fun. They did a really good job.
Thank you to everybody for the gifts we got for appreciation, and thanks to Lily for coming and sharing. I think that's great. We need to keep that up and have somebody come present every time. Glad to see school back going, and hopefully everything's good this first week. So.
Jared.
Glad to see, yeah, school back in session, full for winter sports at this point, doing good it seems, so you see kids out there get some exercise in the short, cold days we have. And there, as far as I know, everybody's school buses run off the road, so we call that a win. So as long as we keep that going, I'm gonna be back next month, so.
Maybe it's working.
That's all.
Okay, thank you. Amanda.
I want to shine a little bit of light, saying thanks to maintenance for getting all the projects done. The greenhouse is almost finished. It's nice to see a greenhouse and not like a pile of what is this sitting out there, which was for a while. Also traveling for sports, and you go to a lot of different schools, especially in basketball and volleyball season. You have to go to the bathroom and go different places in the school, and our school is so clean. And we need to be grateful that we keep up on that, because there are some schools that we go to that are disgusting. And I don't know how there is not, like, some sort of overseeing law against kids being allowed to go and teachers to schools that are that gross, but our school is fabulously clean. And I want to point out that that is so great that we have a clean school, clean bathrooms, really nicely stocked bathrooms, so thanks for everybody who keeps up with that. Maintenance and custodian. I'm really proud to say that I don't feel like roads when we park in our building. Because there are some places you travel to that you don't want to touch the door. So thanks a lot for all the hard work, guys.
Terry.
First off, thank you all for all the goodies. This is great. And Lily, I liked your report. Well, she's on.
She was.
She spoke out.
Oh,
We told her she could talk and.
Tell her I liked your report.
I will
It's
tell
nice to see
her mom.
everybody coming and reporting. I guess I don't have a whole lot more, but, Carrie, thank you for the reports and all. It's nice to read what everybody's doing.
All right. Well, I definitely echo everything other than, buses. It's a good way. But, I don't want to say that out, throw that out in the universe or anything. But, yeah, our, schools are always nice looking and we appreciate that. We appreciate the pride that goes into it. Just having pride in your school and your community is a big thing. And, I definitely want to say thank you to Julie for going to the legislative, roundhouse and bringing information back to us. Cause, we all didn't have time to go. And so that is definitely very helpful. And I just want to thank all the kids for all these goodies and the posters. And we do really appreciate those. So thank you. And with that, I will adjourn the meeting.
Thank you all for.
The funniest thing is